Prince Harry's memoir Spare has been read aloud in the High Court. Excerpts from the best-selling book were quoted directly during the ongoing privacy trial. The Duke of Sussex is one of several high-profile claimants suing associated newspapers. The publisher of the Daily Mail and Mail on Sunday faces allegations of unlawful information gathering through phone hacking, blagging and deception. On the third day of evidence, the barrister for the claimants opened passages from Spare to illustrate the long-term impact of intrusion. David Sherburne KC read the words slowly and deliberately. He selected sections where Harry described his growing paranoia and the fear that every private moment was being monitored. One passage detailed how Harry felt his phone was no longer safe. He wrote about changing numbers repeatedly yet still receiving targeted stories. Another excerpt recounted the moment he realized voicemail messages had been accessed. The prince explained how that discovery shattered his sense of security forever. The court listened in near total silence as the barrister continued. Sherburne emphasized that these were not abstract complaints. They were Harry's own recorded thoughts written in his own voice. The memoir, published in January 2023, has sold more than 11 million copies worldwide. It became one of the fastest-selling non-fiction books in history. Yet today those same pages were used as evidence in a courtroom. The personal words Harry wrote in grief and anger are now being deployed to prove a pattern of unlawful behavior. The judge, Mr. Justice Nicklin, allowed the excerpts to be read after ruling that they were relevant to the claimant's case. Harry sat in the public gallery during this part of the hearing. He had completed his own testimony earlier in the week, but returned to support fellow claimants including Elizabeth Hurley. When Sherburne read the line about feeling hunted in my own home, Harry looked down at his hands and remained very still. The barrister then connected the memoir passages to specific mail articles. He argued that details revealed in those stories matched private information Harry described in Spare. One example involved a family holiday plan that appeared in print shortly after Harry discussed it in a supposedly secure phone call. Another concerned medical notes from Meghan's pregnancy that surfaced in print despite strict confidentiality agreements. Sherburne told the court that the memoir was not written lightly. "These are not invented grievances," he said firmly. "They are the lived experience of a man who felt cornered for decades." Associated Newspapers denies all allegations of wrongdoing. Their counsel, Andrew Caldecott KC, has argued repeatedly that most information came from legitimate journalistic sources. He has suggested that Harry's memoir contains exaggerations, and that some claims are too historic to be actionable. Yet the decision to read from Spare has shifted the tone of the trial. It has moved the focus from legal technicalities to the human cost of alleged unlawful intrusion. Harry's book describes in vivid detail the anxiety he felt for Meghan. He wrote about her panic attacks, her isolation and her suicidal thoughts. Those passages, when read aloud in open court, carried extra gravity. The prince has said repeatedly that the fight is not only for himself. He is pursuing the case to protect his wife and children, and to challenge what he sees as systemic abuse by certain tabloids. Elizabeth Hurley, who testified earlier this week, spoke of similar experiences with media intrusion during the 2000s. She too became tearful when recalling how her son Damien was followed to school and had his private life exposed. Harry's presence in the gallery during Hurley's evidence was seen as a powerful gesture of solidarity among the claimants. Sadie Frost, Baroness Doreen Lawrence and others in the group have also shared accounts of long-term unlawful surveillance. The trial, now in its second full week, has gripped global attention. Daily updates from Court 76 dominate headlines in Britain and abroad. Excerpts from Spare being read aloud has intensified the drama. The book that was once dismissed by some as whining is now being treated as formal evidence under oath. Legal analysts say this development strengthens the claimant's narrative. It provides a first-person account of the psychological toll that can be linked directly to the articles in question. The judge has allowed the memoir excerpts because they demonstrate the claimant's state of mind. They show the real-world consequences of the alleged breaches. Harry's barrister has promised more references to Spare as the trial progresses through other witnesses. Associated Newspapers maintains that the book is not reliable evidence. They argue that many passages are subjective and unproven. Their cross-examination strategy focuses on challenging credibility. Harry has already faced rigorous questioning earlier this week. He remained calm under pressure and answered every question directly. His composure earned respect even from some neutral observers. The trial is expected to continue for at least another 7 weeks. Further testimonies from remaining claimants will follow. Each account adds new weight to the central allegations. Outside the court, supporters continue to gather daily. They hold signs reading, "Justice for Harry, Meghan," and "Truth Matters." A smaller group of counter-protesters calls the case an attack on press freedom. Meghan Markle has followed proceedings closely from California. Friends say she watched live streams of key moments, including today's reading. She has sent messages of support to fellow claimants throughout the week. Archie and Lilibet remain carefully shielded from the coverage. Daily routines in Montecito continue as normally as possible. Buckingham Palace maintains its long-standing silence on the matter. No official comment has been issued from the royal household. The use of Spare in court marks a significant moment in the trial. A book once seen as personal catharsis has become a formal piece of evidence in a major legal battle. Harry's words, written in grief and anger, are now being read aloud under oath in a London courtroom. They describe paranoia, fear, isolation, and despair. They describe a life lived under constant surveillance. Today, those same words echoed through Court 76. They reminded everyone that behind the legal arguments, there are real people suffering real consequences. The High Court privacy trial continues to unfold. Witness by witness, document by document, the case builds. Prince Harry's memoir, once a bestseller, has now become part of the official record. Its pages, once read in private, are now spoken aloud for the world to hear. The trial is far from over. But today, Spare took center stage in the search for truth. And Prince Harry's voice once again carried far beyond the courtroom walls.